Our other focus this evening, Indian High Commissioner to New Zealand Ravi Thapar has been recalled after his wife is accused of assaulting a staff member who was working for them. The staffer, believed to be a chef, has alleged that he was kept like a slave and physically assaulted by Sharmila Thapar, wife of the Indian High Commissioner. He's also accused Ravi Thapar of threatening him with assault. Thapar, however, has rejected all allegations. He says the idea of his wife assaulting the chef is bizarre and absurd. No formal complaint was lodged against the Indian envoy and his wife because the domestic help didn't press any charges. Sources say an Indian official came to New Zealand and left with the staff member on the 28th of May. The Ministry of External Affairs has corroborated the incident, adding that the government takes serious note of these issues. The MEA is likely to order an internal probe. Speaking to India today, a spokesperson with New Zealand's Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Trade said the government was aware of the fact that the Indian High Commissioner had been recalled. Let's get in a word from our Deputy Editor Smita Sharma, who's with us live this evening. Smita, the High Commissioner has been recalled amidst allegations that his wife assaulted a staff member. What more details can you add, and what do we know about the domestic help?
These are serious allegations. As per New Zealand media reports, what we learn is that this victim, who was working as a chef at the High Commissioner's residence, around 9th of May, walked some 20 kilometers to Wellington away from the High Commissioner's residence. And apparently he was found in a very distressed state by a member of the public. He was taken to the local police station. He also spent a couple of days at the Wellington shelter. Through interpreters, what he of course alleged was he told the policemen there that he had been physically assaulted by the High Commissioner's wife Sharmila, and that he had also been threatened by High Commissioner himself, but he did not lodge a formal complaint and he only wanted to come back to India. That's when of course a diplomat went from New Delhi to Wellington to address this issue, and on 20th of May the victim returned back of course to India. His identity so far of course is not disclosed, but these are accusations that the High Commissioner in fact says have been completely blown out of proportion, and that he cannot imagine his wife capable of assaulting anybody, and that she's a diplomat's spouse. She completely knows her responsibilities and her duties as well. So while the High Commissioner of course is dismissed of these responsibilities, but meanwhile New Delhi has clearly recalled the High Commissioner, and officially they are saying that he has been transferred back to the headquarters.
Alright, so no formal complaint was registered in New Zealand because the staffer didn't press any charges. He's now returned to India. Smita, is the MEA planning to act against the diplomat?
Because there's no formal complaint that has been lodged in this case by the victim yet, which is the reason why we see no immediate action really. There is no FIR or no police complaint which has been lodged. But as Ministry of External Affairs put out that statement saying that they do take the issue very seriously, and they will of course have that internal probe, that disciplinary committee probe, to look into both sides of this case. They will also hear to what High Commissioner has to say on this entire issue. But this is not really the first time that the Ministry of External Affairs has been facing these questions, be it of course India's former Consul General Prabhu Dayal in New York, or Devyani Khobragade, the diplomat in New York. At various stages there have been various accusations by domestic help, be it about wages or sexual offences. And in fact in 2011, when Nirupama Rao Menon was the Foreign Secretary, she had also directed the Ministry of External Affairs to undertake a broad revision as far as this entire policy is concerned of domestic help working in Indian missions, as well as the homes of Indian envoys abroad. But clearly the Ministry of External Affairs is trying to look into this issue here to try and first figure out the truth, get the facts right, and then work on this case.
Smita, thanks so much for that update. We're going to keep coming back to you for more.